When you have #1 beside your name, you have a target on your back. And this top-ranked team in the land is going on the road against a squad that can make its season if it can pull off a major upset. Welcome, everyone, to Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the West Virginia Mountaineers. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Man, and this defense is reeling already. First play of the game, and you give up an explosive play in the passing game just like that. They better collect themselves and buckle up and get ready to go.
Wide receiver going in motion. The inside handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
To the air, it's Sayin. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Third down coming, in the Morgantown faithful making it tough on this big play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throwing right. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They go to the ground. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Fires to the right. It's complete. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody...
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Quarterback extends the play. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest day.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Brown will throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. He unleashes a long one. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second half.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Running to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Sayed. Snagged out of the air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
You can feel the Mountaineer spirit rising, reverberating across the field on this big 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in 4th down again. Great job there. Pass defense, 3rd down. This defense now starting to put it together.
Punt is in the air. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in, it's Barnes. Turning it on! Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Gonna run it. It's White. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Caught near the sticks. It's White. And the Mountaineers get enough to move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
He'll keep it himself. Sweet cut there. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Mountaineers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Heaves it deep. He's got it on the right. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. And you think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the... round.
They'd hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Hard running there. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Sayin. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the '07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Air Force. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Hamilton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it just
breaks into the open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs, and that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Looking deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Powers through. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Into the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
To the air, it's Sayin. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. 2 dudes on the exact same page, coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. And the Mountaineers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Mountaineers are marching down the field. Brown wants to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man.
Gonna have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. He toe tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1 yard gain.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense will set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He's going to take off. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
That's reeled in. It's Vaughn. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the 1st half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
You've heard us talk about it a million times. Find the tight end in the red zone. Use the big bodies, right? Well, they do. And he drops it. God, that is not normal for the tight end position. These are the guys you depend on down here in this area.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He got it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Miami is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to UNLV. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Going for the big play. Makes the grab down the left side. Sprinting away. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but, man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. A little release to the back. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the back. Complete. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. And the Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. Brown wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
They'll run play action right down the middle. He's got it. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, that is just what this offense needed. The quarterback already has a couple turnovers, throwing the ball to the other team. This ball, 50-50 ball, somebody needed to make a play to spark this offense, and the receiver does it. Nice catch, nice job after the catch.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Snags it. Breaks the tackle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense changing the play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll leave it with the lone back. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Flips it out on the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just enough time for 1 final play of the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set to get this 2nd half underway. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some. Oh, he's got some space. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Under fire. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Well, jet sweep pass. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
And hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Power football with the run. There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Sayin. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Third down coming in the Morgantown faithful, making it tough on this big play. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. And the returner will be dragged down. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. On the run, it's Ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
To the air, it's Sayin. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the Buckeyes are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And the returner will be knocked down. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Motion from the wideout. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Brown wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3 quarters of a football game.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You want to stop the jet sweep and be successful, get some penetration right now towards those edges, right where they're running the football. Defense was ready, got him on the ground, and stopped that play before it ever got started.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Splits the uprights. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
His drive will open from the 15. Off play action on first down. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches...
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing?
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
The Buckeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. to stop him in his tracks.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively. Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a heat. Looking for a huge play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Looking to the big tight end. Fires and picked off. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
Okay. Just can't do it.
They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
To the ground with the back.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll move the wide receiver. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
I'm not really sure what the thought process here is other than just trying to troll them by not running a play. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hamilton. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Hey, man, 4th and 1 at any part of the field is risky to go for, especially when you're in your own end of the field. But they did. It was a good play call. I like them being aggressive, especially after getting that first down.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Catch in the middle, it's Moss. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
To throw, it's Henderson. Looking down the middle. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And they'll take a knee. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great